Hey, what's up guys? It's Jay Longo back here with a new YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over my predictions for NFL Week 1 2024. Let's get it. This might be a big surprise to some of you returning to the channel. You might be clicking in expecting a fishing video. Well, my passion has moved on from fishing to gambling. Yes, that's right, I am a degenerate. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my picks for Week 1 of the NFL. Today I'm going to be going over the reasons why I believe teams are going to perform the way they are going to do. I believe that I have a little edge on some of the lines that the sports books have set, and I'm going to share with you guys my way of betting and how I predict these lines. Join with me as I go over the first game of this week. Chiefs versus the Ravens at Kansas City. Thursday night, it tips off, it kicks off, they might even throw it off. Who knows how the kickoff rules are going to be this year? Nobody can predict a damn thing. That is preseason at least. I mean, there was a lot of predictions about how this new kickoff was going to go, but not one was returned past the 50, maybe two. I didn't see any touchdowns. This new kickoff rule might be a sham. Might want to leave it to the XFL, their NFL. I believe that the Chiefs defense will buckle down against this Ravens offense with a second-year offensive coordinator struggling to find his way. I know the Ravens struggled to beat the Chiefs in the last year's playoffs game with an ending of 17-10 Chiefs. The Ravens were unable to score in that game. I know they took a lot of deep shots. They should have exploited the short game a lot and managed the ball a lot more. I expect the Chiefs to steamroll the Ravens here by a solid 3.5 points. Go ahead and take them to cover. I know it might be around 3 on some sports books. It started off at 2.5, 1.5. I go ahead and bump it up to 3.5. There's no reasons the Chiefs don't win by 4 points here. I believe the Ravens offense is strong, but they will struggle. Derrick Henry may be the king, but he's still old and only getting older. Derrick Henry's legs ain't what they used to be. I know my knees pop, snap, crackle, and pop every time I get out of bed. I imagine his 6'4", 250-pound ass is a little broken as it seems. He's only been hit 99,000 more times than I have in my lifetime. But may I digress. They might run it down the Chiefs' throats and make me eat my words, but I'm down to bet against that. Chiefs 3.5 Thursday night. Take it or leave it. I'm on it. Packers versus Eagles. Eagles here, Friday, September 6th, 8:15 p.m. Eastern. We got the Eagles coming in hot here with a great offense, healthy offense, missing the veteran center, Jason Kelce. That's definitely going to let up a lot. I mean, it's not like he did a lot there in his few last years. He kind of just sold tickets. He was a bump on the log, if you would. We need fresh legs in there with stronger arms. He was a bit undersized, and I could see where anybody could fill his place. Maybe even a 2-star athlete as the one doing it. So the Eagles here look to run a lot. I see them running it down the Packers' throat. The Packers' D-line is getting only older. They struggle to recruit good blitzers. They don't have any good pass rush. Their secondary, though, looks to be a little good in man coverage, but they typically play more zone. And I don't really like this defense holding up in a good zone. I see Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley running it down their throats. Go ahead and give me the Eagles here with the money line. I don't want to take no spread on this game. I just want to play it safe. The Eagles are favored for a reason. I think the Packers don't travel well, especially overseas. Jordan Love might be a thug, but I don't think he's got all the specialties to be the special teams and all more. Give me the Eagles money line. Moving on. Sunday, first game of the day. Panthers at Saints. Sunday, September 8th, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Whew, what a struggling organization there in Carolina. The Panthers seem to not be able to win a game, but win their coach over. I swear it's like they go through more coaches than the Browns do quarterbacks. This Panthers team can't seem to lean on a certain machine, and I wouldn't call it Bryce Young because he can't even see over the offensive line. This guy's 5'8" with no doubt. He has a problem with getting that ball downfield. The Saints here have a returning defense full of veterans, adding on to the star Chase Young, who brung in 7.5 sacks last year. No biggie though, it's not like he's a for sure thing. But they do have veteran Cameron Jordan and Tyrann Mathieu to lock it down there on defense. You're going to get nothing but average from a quarterback like Derek Carr. I don't like him myself. He's been a Raider most of his career. Now he's trying to fade away in the Saints era. I don't see him doing too much, probably costing them halfway through the game, making it close, but I still see the Saints pulling away with the touchdown here. With the loss of Sam Burns on the Panthers side, I don't see any pass rush. The Saints should be able to do whatever they want. Give me the Saints minus 6.5, bump it up, slam it down, cash out. See you later. Vikings at the Giants. Another 1 o'clock game. Whew. The battle of the quarterbacks. More like cornerbacks. These guys got better chances making it at safety than they do playing the position they do in the league where they get paid to play. Daniel Jones is out there throwing the ball at who knows who. Malik Neighbors, your neighbor, my neighbor. Sure, he's going to have somebody open. Nah. Try this defense. The Giants have nothing on the Vikings veterans. The Vikings are coming in with one of the best returning defenses in the NFL last year. They might have gave up a few games here and there. You could say it was Kirk Cousins' arm. Who knows? I know the Vikings were a good money maker on the spread last year. Go ahead and give me the Vikings to cover. Bump it up to 1.5 from the one the sportsbooks got it at. Now, I don't believe in Danny Dimes, nor should you. I thought he'd be on the Raiders by now, but this crippling organization believes in a strong jawline. Next. Patriots at Bengals. Another 1 o'clock game. This spread is the biggest spread of all of the week, and it should be. Why would the Patriots even get 9 on a team like the Bengals? Bump that shit up to 9.5 right now. I'm telling you, the Bengals should win this one by 13 easily. I could see them do this with Jake Browning. The Patriots have the nerve to start Jacoby Biscuit over Drake May, the 3rd pick in the draft. What are you doing, Jared Mayo? You're spreading too much of that shit on your bread is what you're doing. You need to get rid of the shit, and you need to get with the new. You know, that's why they brought you in, right? Give me the Bengals 9.5, bump it up. Joe Burrow's coming back with his new Slim Shady, whack-ass hair. Take him all day. I see Jamar Chase's overpaid ass getting a touchdown. I like him with over 100 yards probably. I don't really see who's going to cover him. Yeah, Gonzalez is coming back from a season-long injury last year. There ain't no way they're going to be able to afford to play man coverage this whole game, especially against the receivers that the Bengals got and their new tight end, Gesicki. Give me a touchdown on Gesicki, Jamar Chase, and the Bengals minus 9.5. Not playing all that, just playing the 9.5. But to you parlay players, I definitely like either Gesicki or Chase, touchdown score, anytime, all day. Moving on, Falcons minus 2.5 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Iron Curtain, more like the quarterbackless city. They got 2 quarterbacks coming in to butt heads and compete to get the starting position, but neither of them could throw past 10 yards. It's crazy. You would think with a receiver like Fryermuth and the Pickens that you could just close your eyes and throw a first down, but these guys struggled in preseason more than Easton Stick on the Chargers. I swear, I can't even see either of these quarterbacks playing a full year. One of them's going to slide out into a thigh injury and not want to play the season, or the other's going to blame it on the other. It's just going to be a total catastrophe in Steelers offense yet again. They bring in Arthur Smith to run the ball. I think Najee will have a better year than he's ever had. just because the quarterbacks are going to struggle to find a rhythm. Give me the Falcons -2.5 here. I like the weapons they got. Kyle Pitts is healthy. He's going to go one-on-one against Minka Fitzpatrick. Yeah, the Steelers got a pass rush, but Kirk Cousins, he's the touchdown king. He's the check down king. He throws a lot of touchdowns, but he definitely makes a lot of first downs first. So give me Kirk Cousins in the 2.5 in Atlanta. Moving on. Texans at the Colts. Another 1 o'clock game here. I like the Texans. Who doesn't? I mean, shoot. They got 3 on the Colts. I'm moving it up to 3.5. I like the Texans at 3.5. They got the running leader for the MVP and C.J. Stroud. Stroud should have no problem exposing this defense. They got undersized corner and Kenny Moore and a couple pass rushers and Eric Armstead. Yeah, they're going to cause some disruption. Texans O-line's really nowhere to be found, but man, all you got to do is swing it off to Joe Mixon, let him hit his girlfriend one time, throw it deep to Diggs, let him elbow his ex-boyfriend one time, and you got a touchdown galore. Not to mention Tank Dell and that other little guy over there running routes. You guys are unstoppable on offense. You just got to make sure your defensive coach makes that defense play at pace. Anthony Richardson struggle. I see Anthony Richardson throwing a lot of forced passes. His awareness ain't there. He don't really know where he's at all times. On the field, he's looking for that comeback route, but he'll throw the over top to the post, never seeing that over top safety. I'm telling you, it's easy to come down on AR-15. That's why he ran a lot, and that's why he got hurt quickly. Moving on. Cardinals at the Bills. Whew, just give me the Cardinals money line. No, can't risk that week 1. We got to make a reputation here. Give me the Cardinals +6. I don't care who you are. The Bills ain't scoring shit. Who they throwing to? Dalton Kincaid? That honky can't outplay the whole defense. Buda Baker's going to have him strapped up like a light pole on a Saturday night. These drunk drivers ain't going to know where to turn. But let me tell you, Josh Allen will struggle. This guy's going to have to run. He's ran every time. Every time that the Bills have gotten into a situation, this guy just runs. So listen to me. Listen to me hard, Cardinals. All you got to do is play cover 2. And this guy's got nowhere to go. Blitz 3 up front. Let them outside linebackers flat zone. Flat zone your linebackers. You don't have pass rushers. Lord knows it. Just flat zone them and don't let them get to the line of scrimmage. You can play deep. You can play underneath. They don't have receivers anymore. Give me the Cardinals +6. I kind of want to go money line. If you got balls bigger than me, hammer the Cardinals money line. It should be a good upset. Marvin Harrison Jr. is always open. Moving on. Bears at the Titans. Got that wrong. Titans at the Bears. Sunday, September 8th. Another 1 o'clock game. Eastern Central. Whew, oh God, please spare these Titans. Whew. Will Levis, more like Will Doubt your quarterbacks. I mean, from Will Levis to Malik Willis to who knows who. They might even bring in the kicker to throw down a ball or 2. I don't think this Titans team has got the receivers to make a separation on this defense. The Bears are very underrated on defense. Yeah, they might have Tyler Boyd, DeAndre Hopkins. Those guys are overpaid and too old. I don't see the Titans moving the ball very well on the ground either. They're going to be forcing a lot of passes and play action that the Bears should be able to read in their sleep. They got Tremaine Edmonds. He's 6'6" at middle linebacker. If you had a guy like that on my team, oh my God, he would just sit there and play statue over the middle of the field. The quarterback would have to run left or right. He could never throw down the middle. And Will Levis loves to force a slant. He loves to throw deep. He's a college quarterback. Get him out of the NFL. Bring in somebody else. Give me the Bears -3.5. Bump it down Pull it up. What do the books got that one at, actually? I'm curious. They got it at 4. I like the Bears at -3.5. If you need to take 4 for the money, take 4 for the money. But really, what I would do right here with the Bears at -3.5, since they don't want to give it to you, go ahead and do a 2-team teaser with the Cardinals +6 and the Bears -3.5 alternate spread. It might fall down to 3.5. It should not. I think it's getting bedded up. The line movement should be going up. Yeah, let's see what it started at here. Okay. The line movement's going up. It's going up. I don't even need to look at it. Moving on. We got the Jaguars at the Dolphins. Sunday, September, 1 o'clock. The last 1 o'clock game on the board. I want to go ahead and give it out. The Fins -3.5. The Jaguars are the most average team in the NFL, and they have been for the past 3 years. Yeah, they made it to the playoffs, but they didn't last year with the same exact team. Yeah, injuries. Injuries happen to every team. But listen, this Jaguars, they can't get past the first round in the playoffs. Okay. They did beat the Chargers in the first round of the playoffs, but we're not going to talk about that. They didn't even expect to make it past the second. This Jaguars team has a lot of pressure under the belt to perform well. And the Dolphins, all they got to do is run. The Jaguars don't have any pass rush. Tua should have all day. This Dolphins offense, ideally, should be able to score 21-plus points on any team in the NFL if they play to par that they should. This is the fastest team in the NFL. Their defense is but so is the Jaguars' offense. Should the Dolphins win by 14? No doubt. But we're going to play it safe and take them at the -3.5. I believe this Dolphins team comes out just lollygagging and playing for fun. The Jaguars don't know what they got ahead of week 1. The Dolphins are going to come out swinging left and right. No doubt. David A. touchdown, first touchdown score, 70-yard run, first, second play. Don't doubt me. Broncos at the Seahawks. September 8th, the first 4 o'clock game, 4:05 Eastern. I got the Broncos here in a little bit of an upset. You know, I want the money line, kind of like the Cardinals game, but I'm going to safely play the Broncos at +6 here. I believe the Broncos defense is going to return healthy and better than ever. They only got better. I love this quarterback, Bo Nix. He's only played in the college for about 7 to 8 years for every team in existence. He's seen the SEC. He's in the Pac-12 when it ended. He probably even played in the Big Ten without letting even anybody know. Bo Nix is going to make every check down and square down that you couldn't see. Bo Nix should be able to shred the Seahawks defense. I believe the Seahawks' young secondary will give him a little bit of a problem, but give me the Broncos +6 all day. The Seahawks, man, they should be playing Sam Howell. I don't know why Geno Smith is starting this game. That guy's too old, too outdated. I don't like him at all. Raiders at the Chargers, Sunday, 4:05 p.m. Eastern Time. The Raiders defense looks to take on Justin Herbert and that Jim Harbaugh offense as they are stumbling, fumbling, trumbling to figure out how to score points. The Chargers just scored 6 points against the Patriots last year in a 6-0 victory. That should be around similar to how this game goes, except for I got the Raiders upsetting the Chargers here in this one. Might be a shocker to most of you, but I like the Raiders defense. I don't think Justin Herbert's plantar fasciitis can get over himself. I don't think that the Chargers really stand a chance. Until Jim Harbaugh proves to the NFL that he is an NFL coach again, I don't see this Chargers team really charging on against anybody. I like the Raiders defense. Yes, their offense will struggle. They got 2 backup quarterbacks trying to play one starting position. Gardner Minshew, he's been passed around more than an East Street hooker. So I'm going to go with Gardner Minshew and the Raiders against the Los Angeles Doubters. Give me the Raiders money line with the big upset on Sunday evening at 4:05. Moving on to the Cowboys at Browns. Whew, I think the sportsbooks got this one wrong, folks. Browns are favored here at -2.5. But I actually like this Cowboys offense a lot more than I do the Browns. Both the defenses should play very similar, and Myles Garrett containing as much pressure as Micah Parsons. Both O-lines are very similar. Browns should struggle a little bit more than the Cowboys O-line, especially since Micah Parsons is about to get that bag. Talking about getting that bag, CeeDee Lamb, did he get paid too much, or did he get paid the right amount to play? Let's see how he does week 1. He might come out a little soggy at first, but he is a number 3, probably top 2 receiver in most of your cowgirls' eyes. I like the Cowboys here, switching the spread all the way around to -2.5. I think the Cowboys should be favored here. Even though it's in Cleveland, I don't like Deshaun Watson, and neither does this masseuses. So give me the Cowgirls -2.5 in Cleveland. Moving on. The Washington Kamalas at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Pack your bag, folks. You can't miss this one. Baker Mayfield and the defending NFC East champs coming at you hot in a divisional matchup against the Washington Kamalas. Coached by who better than Cliff Kingsbury there on offense. He would have probably liked Caleb Williams, but he got stuck with the Pinocchio of an elbow and Jaden Daniels. That thing's sticking out every time he throws an incomplete pass. You might see that thing reach 60 inches by the end of this first quarter. I like Jaden Daniels, but I think you'll see Jaden Daniels on the move a lot here. This Buccaneers defense is going to apply a lot of pressure. Jaden's going to be very uncomfortable in his first start. We'll see a lot of 3-and-outs here. Give me the Buccaneers -2.5. I like their defense better than the Commanders' defense, and I like their offense a little bit more. I don't trust Baker Mayfield, but they do have receivers that a blind and deaf person could throw to. Moving on. Rams at Lions. The last game on Sunday's slate, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Last time for the Rams coming into town didn't work out too hot for Matthew Stafford returning to Ford Field. He struggled a little bit against this young Lions secondary, nor did his Rams defense really back him up. Jared Goff seemed to get the best of the Rams defense, putting up great numbers in this playoff game, turning the ball over very few times. Great third down percentage. I like the Lions against the Rams here by 3.5. Sportsbook's got him at 3.5. Give me the Lions 3.5. Last game of the Sunday slate. Moving on. Jets at 49ers. Last game on the slate. Monday, September 9th at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff. The Jets come into San Francisco looking to jumpstart their season. Little healthier than last, I'd hope. Aaron Rodgers coming off a season-ending Achilles injury. Looks to throw it down the San Francisco throats yet once again. Or wait, has this team always got the best of Rodgers? Yeah, I think I like the Niners here, no doubt, against Aaron Rodgers. He seems to struggle against his hometown team. I like the Niners. They're supposed to win by 3.5, but we're going to bump this up to an awkward 5.5. I like the number 6, but 5.5 is where we're going to play this one. I see the Jets struggling early in this game to make first downs. I see the 49ers getting off to a hot and heavy one, letting that crowd play defense for them. Aaron Rodgers will still continue to make those impossible throws and keep his team within it, but I truly believe this one will come down between a touchdown's length. I doubt that the Jets can handle this 49ers defense, and I truly believe this 49ers offense is one of the best in the NFL still. They've touched the Super Bowl for I don't know how many years now, and they're only getting better, as I believe Bryce Hall will have a lot of touches for the other side too. Give me the Niners at -5.5. Line's sitting at 3.5. Bump that sucker up to 5.5. And this will be the last pick on today's slate. Whew. We're over with, folks. That was a long one. First ever pick video. I hope to go 16-0. Man, wouldn't that be great. I hope to see all you back for week 2 and the remainder of the weeks. This might not be the easiest thing to get going, but it is what I want to do. And to all of you supporting me, I would appreciate it if you hit a like and leave a comment down below what you think. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. To keep me motivated, hit that subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy this football season. Please call 1-800-GAMBLER if you are suffering from any kind of crazy addiction, or if you're missing out your bills, or if you're avoiding your girlfriend to gamble, or if you're doing anything that's affecting others and not being responsible for you. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. I've never called that number, but if you're struggling, you probably should. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, share this with your buddy. Let's make some money. No phony, no baloney, all spinach, baby. We counting green, and this is that machine to continue us through the NFL season, where they play for pay. Don't forget that. Love you all. This is Jay Longo. Until next time, make that bet and don't even sweat. Peace.